time, because of course there's a tower for Bellsprout worship. It's really cool. It still has a wiggly beam in it. Sorry, my webcam takes a bit to adjust every time I go into a different level of this room. But yeah, it still has the wiggly beam. I love the wiggly beam. It's so cool. Yeah, apparently it's there to stop the tower from falling during earthquakes because it does some thing with physics and all that. And if you know physics, then why are you playing Pokemon? I'm just kidding, because Pokemon doesn't teach you physics. What am I talking about? So, first off, there are these really nasty sage men that want to beat you up with their Bellsprouts, and it's like, I don't know what their deal is. I guess it's their way of, like, Bellsprout worship, letting their Bellsprouts die. It's really weird. Bellsprout, really, of all things. So, Kago is just way too overpowered for killing these stupid level 3 Bellsprouts, so I'm letting my Swablu do all the dirty work, because, yeah. And they only do Vine Whip. What? Seriously. So, these guys have, like, a crap ton of Bellsprouts. Why Bellsprout? Seriously. So, there's, like, so many more cool Pokemon. Bellsprout is, like, the ugliest thing in the world, and it's really strange. I guess you can say the tower is sort of like a Bellsprout. I mean, it wiggles, I guess, you know, like a Bellsprout wiggles. I don't know, these weird guys. I wonder if they're like some gardening club, like, originally, and they just, like, are like, yeah, we should start this temple, and, like, a cult and all that, where we use Bellsprouts against trainers that want to walk through our temple, and then make the temple look like a Bellsprout, because, you know, it's all wiggly, like a wiggly beam. And I love how the tower looks. It really has, like, this awesome 3D feel with, like, junk. And in the wild in here, there's some Rattatas and Ghastly. I didn't find a single Ghastly. It's like, I want a Ghastly! I want a Ghastly! But no, I couldn't find one, so it's really sad. And I might try later on, but that, you know, I don't know if I'm in the mood to have a Ghastly or not. So I run up to this sage man, and look at the ladders. The ladders don't look like little, I don't know, squares. They actually look like ladders that go up into the sky, and that is really cool. So another sage man with some more Bellsprouts. Yeah. And they don't even die to one peck, and they insist on hitting me with their vines, and I peck them again, and stuff like that. So Blue, peck is like the attack you have to put least effort into. I mean, tackle's one thing, but peck, you just like walk up to it and just hit it with your beak, and it's like, oh, you killed my Bellsprout. And yeah, these guys just don't take a hint, and they're like, okay, we're gonna keep trying to kill you with the same freaking Bellsprouts. And that's pretty much it. There really isn't much to say. They just go crazy, these weird, obsessive gardening club members, I guess. So they're like, ah, I lost, here, take some money from me. It's like, okay, take some dude's money. Yeah. So, get some items, because there are, like, items everywhere, even though you really don't need to use items this early in the game. They're always handy for later on when things get more difficult. Like, my potions. I love potions. So, another dude, guess what he has? Bellsprouts. Level 3 Bellsprouts. Seriously. So, Swablu is already level 7, which is awesome, because Swablu is really cute and stuff. I mean, I might as well just be playing this game with Swablu, and I use Astonish, because, you know, it learned Astonish. I'm like, okay, peck, then Astonish! And so these Bellsprouts are getting, like, astonished and stuff like that. They're just, like, so shocked that Swablu is, like, so freaking cute. And stuff like that. So, it's about to send out, and I decided to send out Wooper, because I just want to be like, oh, I'm using Wooper, it's so cute. And this is pretty much the dumbest idea ever. First, I used this mud attack, which I thought was like mud bomb or something like that. And I'm like, I want to mud bomb him, but no. He just rolls around in the freaking mud, and he's getting vine whipped, and I'm like, okay, finish off the Bellsprout. And he's like, no, and then the Bellsprout's like, kill, and it's like, Wooper! What do you think you're doing? And so Wooper dies, and it's like, what the freak? So then Kago is like, avenge, and he's all like, ember, and like, it's overkill. But whatever. Wooper, are you serious? Okay, so don't bring a Wooper into here. It's totally stupid, and it'll die, and if you throw mud on yourself, you will definitely die. And so they're like Bellsprout sarcophaguses, sarcophagi, I don't know, everywhere. That's what it looked like. They're little statues. Okay, sorry. And this is like the final level. This is like the top floor of the cool monk hideout with, you know, the bell sprouts. And so, of course, the bell sprouts are higher leveled, but yes, it still takes 2 pecks to kill them. And whatever. There's, yeah, not very much variety because, you know, it is the Sprout Tower. I mean, what else has Sprout in its name? Sprout. Nothing. Okay. Exactly, that's my point. So, there's a bell sprout, and I'm using peck. Oh my gosh, I hate the Sprout Tower. It's so boring! Okay, no, it's pretty. You know, you go in there for, like, its aesthetic value, not like, you know, how these people act. So it's like, whatever, I'm switching Kago to the front, I'm gonna own all the rest of these guys, just so he gets leveled up enough to, be ready to beat Faulkner, yeah, which is next video. Well, actually, everyone up to Faulkner, so I leave you a cliffhanger. Oh my gosh, no, I just spoiled it. So, yeah, Bellsprout dies to a single ember, not a big surprise. And they just send out hoo-hoo, I'm like, what? What? Okay, so now there's some variety. I'm like, what's a hoo-hoo? And I don't know what to send out. I would send out my Wooper now, but he killed himself. Like, I say, okay. So, it puts me to sleep, I burn him, it's like, I don't like being asleep, and now I'm like looking through my items, and I'm like, okay, can I wake up please? And I don't have any awakenings. I have a full heal from my Pokewalker, and I'm like, I don't really want to use that, but I need to keep my Kago alive for the last guy, because I know the Big Sage Boss Man is pretty like, you know, Big Sage bossy, so I have I switch into my Swablu, and that thing is just taking damage from burn enough for me to finish it off with a peck. But, yeah, and it dies. So it's like, yeah, why didn't I do that earlier? And so Kago levels up, Sage Guy's like, OMG, and I do decide to heal off my guy. Now you get to see the fancy bag in action. Yeah. So, I use my crap on Kago, and he's awake, and so, yeah, then I run into a wild Pokemon, which is stupid. Then, so, it's like my rival's there, and it's all like, hey, poopy face, what's up? And so he's all, like, talking to the old man, and he's all like, OMG, this old man is one freaky old man, and then he's, like, being quiet, he's like, Annie, you will not believe what is up with this old man. And I'm like, alright, I guess. He's all like, I'm getting the heck out. And so, it's like, wait, what? And so, I'm like, what's the deal with this old man? Like, seriously, is there anything bad about him? Did he even beat him? It's like, okay. And so, I go up to the old man. I'm like, old man, what you do to my rival? Why is he freaking out? And why is he flying on ropes? Because that's what ropes do. And, so he's like, whatever, I'm just gonna battle you. So I'm like, okay, whatever, old man. And I keep calling him an old man. You know, yeah, he is old, so that's the point. And so he has a Bellsprout, which is like, no surprise, it dies, 1 hit, hooray! And then he decides to be a jerk and have a hoo-hoo. And I'm like, no hoo-hoo. So, that's Hoot Hoot's name, okay? I can call it what I want. Yeah, Smokescreen, just 'cause I do not want to be put to sleep. Please, do not put me to sleep. So I'm trying to, like, just finish him off. Do not put me to sleep. Please, 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 blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't listen, and it puts me to sleep. I'm like, oh, screw this. So now I'm stuck, and I have to use my full heal, but instead of doing that, I'm just going to send out my Swablu, use my full heal, and then, or something like that. No, I already used it, never mind. So it's Swablu versus his last thing with an asleep Kago. I'm like, what can it be? I mean, if my rival couldn't beat it. And then it's like, oh my gosh, what the heck is that? What is on its head? Seriously. And like the old man is all like, that is my son. I'm like, what? What? And so it's like, he's totally blowing my mind here. It's like, my rival couldn't beat this thing, and I'm like, no wonder, he was just freaked out and left. So the freaky ass Bellsprout with the head is like dead, thank God, and he's all like, yeah, I'm like, oh man, go to therapy. And so he's like, you've killed my son. Like, it's not your son, dude, you look at it, it's the Bellsprout with the freaking face. Alright, so the old man creeps me out. He gives me a TM which lights things up. It's like, alright, you know, is that what you see? Old man, things flashing, and then all of a sudden, you know, Bellsprout has a human face. So, yeah, there's a rat-a-tat, and I run away, and then I get this escape rope or something. I know you get an escape rope, and it's like, whatever, I have 1,000 escape ropes for my Pokewalker, so I'm just gonna use one and get the hell out of this freaky place. Sorry, I hate this place.